Turn today's dreams into tomorrow's stress.
Monkey.
The thinking class is in session. Lawrence D. Adams. Let's get it. It's Friday and the thinking class is ready to turn up. Special guest in the background. We about to bring you up in a second. Let's get it going. It's Friday. Salute to the thinking class. I see you, Red Pill Chauvinist, in the background. Let's get it started. You know what we do here. Come on. I see Jono's in the building. The thinking class is in the building. We got Red Pill Chauvinist and Jono. And Alfie's going to come up. It's going to be crazy today. We got Brooklyn in the house. We got Long Island in the house. We got Cleveland in the house. And we got Oaktown in the house. Get your notebook pads. Lawrence D. Adams will be coming up shortly. Watch the timer as we time down to what we're talking about today. I see you, Red Pill Chauvinist in the back. I see you, Jono, in the back. Y'all better get your notebook pads. We're about to go in today. The thinking class is in session. And to all those who don't know, you better know. Because if you're part of the thinking class, you got to move your... If you're part of the thinking class, you got to move your... Put that in the chat room. You know what we're talking about. If you're part of the thinking class, you got to move your... If you're part of the thinking class, you got to move your... Come on. Let's get it. Thinking class is in session. You got to move yo. There you go. There you go. You got to move yo. You know what it is. The timer is timing down. You know how we do it here. There you go. You got to move yo. I don't say it, but y'all say it. You got to move it. It's Friday. The timer is going down. We got Red Pill Chauvinist, Long Island's in the house. We got Jono, Brooklyn's in the house. We got LDA, Cleveland, 118th. Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 99th in the house. We got Alfie coming up. He's in the house. Get ready as we're going to teach some, share some. We STEM up in here. The brothers in the background, they're getting ready. The timer is going down. You know how we do it. It's Friday. RPC is in the building. RPC, you my brother. Good. You got game like a mother. Oh, we don't say that word, but I feel you. You got to move, yo. You got it. We got Jono in the house. We got Red Pill Chauvinist in the house. And of course, Lawrence D. Adams, we are in the house. If y'all ready, come on. The men are in the background. Fire is about to be given. And if you don't know, now you know. All right, you guys, I brought you up. Timer's coming down. The thinking class is in session. Salute to the brethren. We got Jono, Red Pill Chauvinist, LDA, and Alfie coming up shortly. If you don't know what we got Long Island in the house. We got Brooklyn in the house. We got bum 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 bum. He's 99th in the house. Y'all better recognize the game that you're about to receive today. We're talking about today in our series from this week. Why isn't your game working for you? And we know we're coming to the most sinister reason why the game is not working for you. But we got heavy hitters. When New York is like this, they're making me feel bad. I feel some kind of waste. I want to say something. I want to say, yo, son, you know. I want to say, yo, son, you know. Fact. I want to say that so bad. I want to say, hey, come on, let's get on the train or something. I want to say something new, like something from New York.
You say get on the
Like
train.
dead ass.
I can't say it though. I can't say that word, but you can. But I want you to say that one more
That's
time.
facts. You gotta say that's facts.
That's facts. But I want you to say that. I want you to say what you just said. So if you're part of the thinking class, you got to be what? Say what you just said. That phrase you just said. So if you're part of the thinking class, you got to be what? Say it. You got to be. You got to be dead. He ain't got it yet. He ain't froze up. The brothers are in the.
You got to be dead ass. Nah, my Wi-Fi was acting up. It's getting too New York on me, man.
Oh, it's getting too York. Oh man, God. You got to be. So you part of the thinking class. You got to be. It froze again. You know what? It's just too much assets in the building because I can't say it. I'm not allowed to say it.
Word.
I'm not allowed to say it. So
dead ass. There you go.
I can't say it. Y'all, okay, let's go. We talking about today why the game isn't working for you. And we come to the most sinister thing, why the game is not working for you. We covered a whole lot in this week. If you didn't, we covered the spiritual, we talked about the law of attraction, we talked about ingredients. We talk, Monique is in here. She said, oh my God, you came out of nowhere, Monique. Okay. There we go. If you part of the thinking class, you got to be anyway. I can't say it. I don't know why I can't say it. I just can't say it. It's not in my thing. Shout out to everybody to the thinking class. Thinking class. Let me go to the roll call. Thinking class. P-Town, what's going on? Fierce Soul. OSO, what's going on? Jonathan W, what's going on? Joe Blas, we got in there. Fierce Soul. Sigma, what's going on? Dre, what's going on? Ted Matrix, what's going on? Truth Savage is in the building. Who else is in the building? Don Coolio, Sway, what's going on? What's going on? True E, let me give a holler out to you, man. Thank you. You've been giving on the low and nobody knows. I'm giving you a shout out right now because you've been hitting that Cash App. I see you. You don't think that what you're giving is not appreciated. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's go. Who else is in the building? We got Sharice in the building. We got Monica Cooper. Wait a minute, Monica Cooper's in the. Oh my God, Monica Cooper's here too. Oh my God, it's Friday about to be lit. All the heavy. We got the ladies and the gentlemen. And so what we do over here, I done froze up. It got so excited. So what we do over here is we don't go back and forth. I make sure it's clear. We talk about game, and when we define game over here in the thinking class is strategy. So we don't go back and forth with women, do we? No, because we are about class over here, because that's why it's the thinking class. Nothing but class. So let's get it going. Shout out to all the women in the building. You know, nothing but love. So let's get it. So we're talking about one of the most sinister things, why your game isn't working. And do any of you guys have a clue on what that may be? Oh, we talked about it yesterday. I mean, John, so pretty much I think you already know. So let me just let me ask the chat room, what do you think that most sinister thing is, why the game is not working for you? I done ran out of red wine. We got 18 watching. I feel you. So let me jump in because I'm excited today. I got New York in the house. I don't know what to do. I'm a little nervous. I might have watched my wallet. Better watch my wallet. Michelle Richardson is in the house. She said, "Hey Kings, the women are showing up today." I don't know. This is RBC. What you do, man? You get these women showing up, bro.
Nah, that's all you, family. They're looking for Lawrence D. Adams.
Some guys copy and paste what other people say or do instead of being themselves. You close, boy. You close. That's good right there. That's close. What's up, fella? What's up, CJ? What's going on, my dude? Man,
CJ, peace to CJ, man. Yeah, I was gonna say CJ been looking at a lot of my videos, man. He's been showing a lot of support. You know what I'm saying? Give me a lot of inspirational words. So straight up, shout out to you, CJ. I appreciate you, man.
since it's so early, I might as well take the gloves off, man. We're gonna
yeah, man. Appreciate
take the gloves off.
No, yeah, I would, hey, LD, I would love to know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would love to know what's the most sinister thing that's stopping men. You know what I'm saying in that game. Cause I know I could probably give some advice on what in helping them get over that sinister thing. You don't know? Yeah, I don't know what type of monster you about to unleash. So you're right.
Watch it, baby.
If it's about copy and pasting, I believe that's the. Cause a lot of dudes they ask you what's the line to say to a chick, but they gotta be themselves. Like I can say a line to a chick and I tell you to say the same line, it's not gonna come off the same because it's not coming up with the same. Again, a word that women like to use, it's not coming up with the same vibe. Okay, it's not the same vibration. It doesn't have the same energy coming from you because your body language might be communicating something completely different. But I'm just, as LDA like to say, I'm just talking, man. Go ahead.
And John don't know where I got that from. Prophet Hargo. Shout out. See, I'm always giving props to other people. I got that from Prophet Hargo. I'm just talking. Didn't he say that all the time, John?
Yep.
That was his line. Prophet Hargo would say,
I'm just talking.
So the most sinister thing, or one of the most sinister things, and for those in the cloud, we see you. We see you up in the cloud watching and copying and pasting.
That's the truth.
You know, I see them up in the cloud copying and pasting. So the most sinister thing, and I need to say it this way. Come closer. Come closer. The most sinister thing that's stopping you in your game is your selfishness. Is your freaking selfishness. Some of you, Mother, Kevin Samuelson, Sir, French Toast, are so freaking selfish. Now, there is a degree of selfishness you can have for yourself. Your selfishness in the game is stopping you from being effective. You thought I was going to say women. You thought I was going to say money. You thought I was going to say looks. You thought I was going to say where you live at. It is because you are freaking mother sucker selfish. And I know I was playing church in the beginning because I'm feeling some kind of way. But your selfishness, you're self-involved, self-in tune, but you can't see nobody else but you. I know the two brothers got something to say. I know y'all got something to say about this.
No, I already. Let me let Jono speak. Well, first of all, let me say what up to Jono. I don't think we ever introduced ourselves. Peace to you, Jono. Appreciate being on the panel with you, man.
Appreciate you. I love sharing. Yeah, I think that we have a situation here where if you see, well, most people who are selfish don't know they're selfish. Actually, they're self-centered, right? So what happens is the selfishness puts a blockade. It's like a whole blockage in front of the awareness that they can be made by people teaching them or bringing information in a direction. When you're selfish, you're thinking, what can be done for me? How can I get the advantage? How can I do things to make sure that I am the only recipient of the reward? And sometimes you do have to get a little selfish, but you have to do that with a humble heart. And people don't realize the only time you really should be getting selfish is when you get into that mode, that basic instinct that you're not getting taken care of. Selfishness really is a bad remedy. It's a bad remedy. You should always have your arms open. You should always be accepting to giving first, then receiving, because that's the circular motion. You can receive once you have given. And if you don't do that, you're being selfish.
That's why you give the game to her. That's why you give the freaking game to her. Our preceding jumped off. That's why you give the game to her first. We shouldn't tell that rule. He who get, he who, nope, not gonna say it yet. Y'all better get what we're saying.
Wait on that one. Wait on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that one. I'm already open to receive. Y'all, they're getting it. See, I'm already doing it. If you missed this week, you know what this is. Go listen to Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Go listen to Wednesday. I'm already open to receive. Do this. I'm already open to receive. Come on. I'm already open to receive what we want to say. RBC jumped up. He's coming back up. Long Island's coming back. I'm already open to receive. Is it that your selfishness is stopping you from being effective in the game? Why do we say that? Because you saying it's all about me. But as true person, understand that he who, we can't say it yet. We can't say it yet. And let's get it straight, because we got a lot of women in here. Some of you women are selfish too, because you want the wine and dine, and I want a Don Perignon, and I want flowers and this. What have you gave? Not just we're not talking about what's between your legs. We here today. What else have you gave besides what's between your legs? And your selfishness is stinking. That's why you're not effective in the game. He came back just in time.
Yes, sir. My bad, man. Little Wi-Fi adjustment. But yeah, my bad. Well, what I missed real quick, somebody just fill me in.
So what I'm saying is, a lot of times we talk about men being selfish, but we forget, because we got women in here, because we're talking about the game. We talk game and strategy. Sometimes women are selfish. Mm-hmm. And guess what happens? They mess up the game for them because they're so selfish and self-centered. So I'm not just getting on the men, I'm getting on the women too. I'm an equal opportunist here. You know what I mean? I believe in that. Everyone needs to get the licking stick.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What I was gonna say about being selfish, you said one of the things preventing men in their game when it comes to selfishness is that, how can I put it? You know, we talk about, how can I say it? We got dudes out here basically rewarding women for nothing.
Yeah, for presence.
Meaning
for presence.
Yeah, just for showing up. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys a lot of guys who are new to this red pill stuff or MGTOW stuff, what do you want to call it? They have the mindset of, well, I'm not giving a woman nothing, and I'm not taking her on no dates, and I'm not doing. It's like, yo, hold on. It's always a balance to these things. Now, when I say, for example, you'll have a guy. I live in New York, so you know it's kind of expensive out here. So you have some dudes who'll take chicks out on a date and spend $200 on a chick on the first date. Like, you don't even know shorty. You know what I'm saying? And then when he doesn't get the results he was expecting, back to what I said in another panel, stop having expectations. So when he doesn't get what he expected, now he's upset. Now he's calling her the B word. Now he's saying, oh, chicks are this, that, and the third. But it's like, yo, fam, like, what did she do to deserve a $200 meal? You know what I'm saying? I mean, now let's say you have a chick who, let's say in my example, or in my life, I have a chick. I'm not dating this particular chick, but let's say I was attracted to her. This particular chick was the same chick who told me that I need to put the Red Pill Chauvinist as a business. She took me to the correct office to get my LLC. She's the one who told me how, you know, I need to do this to fix my credit and this, then, and third. She told me how to do this, to get more of my taxes and all that. Now, if I were to take her out on it, let's say I was attracted to her and I took her out on a first date, I might take her out on a $200 first date. Why?
She showed value first.
She showed value. She didn't take money out of her pocket and put it in mine, but she actually helped to put money in my pocket, and she gained nothing from it. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
What I'm saying is,
that was a selfless act. That was
exactly.
And just giving her the $200 lunch would have been a selfless act too. It was a circular return.
So let me speak on that too. That's another thing. See, I'm naturally a giver. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally a giver. So I had to stop myself from like going out on not $200 dates, but on spending more money than I need to spend on a date. Why? Because I didn't used to look at it like oh, well, I'm spending this much money on her and she's going to think that I think this much of her. I look at it like, yo, I want to eat over here. She's accompanying me. All right, you coming to eat with me. But now I have to switch it up because if I do spend a $200 meal at a spot that I wanted to eat at and then she's just accompanying me, she may look at it different like, oh my God, he's spending $200 on me. I didn't even do shit to deserve this. All right, let me see what I could get out of him next. You know what I mean? So I say that to say being a giver, I had to learn how to um, be more mindful of how much I give, who I give to, if they've earned it, you know, because they say that usually when people receive something that they haven't earned, they don't respect it as much. And that's the problem with you dudes. You dudes are giving it. Yo, forget dates. This just came to my mind. Forget dates, forget gifts. Y'all dudes is giving away your effing attention for no reason. You're on the phone with this chick for 3 hours, talking to her about nothing. And then you mad when she don't text you good morning the next day. Yo, bro, you just wasted your life. You wasted 3 hours of your life, man. Like, I don't see why a conversation should last more than 20 minutes on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see why it should last more than 20 minutes. But at the end of the conversation should be ending with, this is when we're meeting with each other. This is when we're seeing each other. This is what we're going to do X, Y, Z. On the phone, that's not really my thing. But selfishness is a balance. That's what I'll say. I'm not saying that you should never be selfish. Because I think what I'm saying is that dudes need to learn how to be more selfish with their time or with their attention. Like you get a chick call you, you're busy. You're gonna stop everything you're doing just to talk to the chick, as opposed to saying, yo, I'm busy right now. I'm gonna hit you back later. She'd rather you say that than stay on the phone with her for 3 hours. But you don't know that though.
So that's why we were talking about the important. One of the most sinister things. Alfred Kingdom is in the building. He's doing work, but he's looking at.
No, I'm here. The reason why I'm on the Expert Level Gaming channel in the chat because I just uploaded a video. I just got to go back and that's what I'm signed into. What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we here, man. We chilling.
Good. So that's why I want to talk about why. If you listen to this, man or female, one of the most sinister things that stops the game from working is when you are an embodiment of selfishness. There has to be a degree of selfishness that you need to have for yourself. But you are just a plain old selfish person. You need to walk away and rethink what we talked about on day one, on Monday. None of this will work.
Bro.
None of this will work for you if you're selfish.
Hey, can I tap into selfishness real quick outside of talking about females? I also like to travel too. And what I want guys to know is like when you go outside the country, especially if you go to a country that, is less fortunate than the country you live in, learn to be less selfish. What I mean by that is if I have a guy, let's say I have a cab driver or a bellhop or whatever you want to call it. Yo, don't be too selfish with your tips, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like, all right, if you go to a hotel, people already have the mindset, to tip the bellhops, man, whatever. All right, that's already, hopefully you're at least doing that. But what I'm saying is, if I find a local who's taking me around to the local spots, showing me the local culture, the whatever, I'm gonna break him off a little something. He's not gonna hand him out like, you owe me this much. And it's not even like every time he takes me something, I'm gonna, all right, here's for this, here's for that. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, or at the end of the, experience, yo, fam, I appreciate everything you did, yo, here you go, hold that. Just like when I went to Costa Rica, a dude took me through a tour of the Costa Rican jungle. There's no requirement for a tip. But I enjoyed what he had to say, the experience I had. I pulled bread out my pocket. I appreciate that. Yo, good looking. Yo, go get yourself a beer or something like that. And it was way more. I gave him way more than what he needed to get a beer. But it's like it's on some like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I appreciate you showing me a good time. Here you go, enjoy yourself. Cause y'all probably would just tip the females, the female hostess at the restaurant or the female whatever. Like, yo. Like I even said out of my videos too, like say what up to the dudes too. You don't go to other countries just to see females. Say what up to the dude. Yo, salute. Yo, respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I give people the head nod is universal. You know what I mean? You walk down a block of street. Look, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué pasó? What's up? Salute. When you do that, they looking like, yo, oh shit, like he in my house saluting me, giving me respect. Yo, come through, fam. Yo, don't go over there. That's where they fuck with the tourists. Yo, come through. Come over here. This way it's a little cheaper. This how you gonna do it. That's for me just saluting or saying what up. You know what I mean? So stop being selfish, man, with your money and everything. Go ahead.
Right. I'm glad you said that because I want guys to this channel is a man's channel. Let's get that first corrected.
I see Tisha gonna come up or she's scared.
Oh, Tisha. I put the link in there.
Tisha, you coming up or no?
they're gonna try to jump us, all these New York people up in here. I don't know. He should come up here. We're definitely outnumbered. So we got Brooklyn in the house, we got Long Island, we got Oaktown, and we got Seatown in the place.
Yes,
so
sir.
You got a round the world game right now touching you. And we're telling you one of the most sinister things that stop you in your game is your selfishness, because you're not in the place of giving. Oh, everybody giving. What have you gave? I'm not going to tell you what the real thing we want to say. If you're watching this video, hit the like. There's some heart sections on that. Come on, y'all, on the Facebook side. Let me know y'all there. Leave some comments. But selfishness will rob you in any endeavor when you're not using selfishness the right way. Tisha coming up. Oh, okay.
Baby.
Tisha coming up. This is gonna be a good Friday chop up, because she's going to give the woman side of selfishness. And Monica, if you want to call in, I can tap you in through the phone right into the stream. What do you got to say about selfishness, Alfie?
Uninvested cash in your account.
You should be selfish. Don't let other people talk you out of what you like to do. If you do something and it's selfish and it makes you happy and you're not hurting anybody, do it. Do it. You know, people always look at selfish like it's a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing, bro. It's not a bad thing to put your happiness before other shit. And people will shame you out of it, and you will submit to their shaming, and you don't get nothing out of it. Now you're not happy and they're not happy. You count one out. At least be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had a conversation. What was that, yesterday? And basically I was having a consultation with what the hell happened? Oh, no, it's weird. I just got logged off the work thing. It just said, I don't know why they did it. So basically I had a conversation with a woman, and she we having a consultation, and she's trying to get a book out, and she's like asking me, oh, I need to find this editor and this person, who do you? And I'm telling her, look, you just have to do it. It don't matter how perfect you try to make your book. Everybody's not going to like it. It don't matter if you have this perfect. Somebody is going to be like, that shit was whack. So just satisfy yourself. That's all you can do. That's what I'll say.
And I'm glad you said that. John, you got something?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the fact that we all can acknowledge the fact that if you don't put something out there first, you won't receive it. And what happens is the selfishness that we're talking about here is because you refuse to put something out. And that's the thing. You refuse to put something out, and that's why you're not getting that circular return. Okay? Being selfish means you won't give first. And still holding what giving first definition is. We'll hold that till the end. Yeah, but we'll say like this: giving first is a master key for you, because it means that you're in expectation, because you know that the universe works a certain way. It may not come from the same place. It may not come from the same method. It may not come the same day. It may not come from the same methodology, but you will get something back. And that receiving that you're talking about comes from you being selfless, not selfish.
Two different. You guys are getting it. Most of my customers tip me just from the experience and energy I give. Personality is the key that opens the pockets and minds. You guys are getting it. I'm not sure where Alfie jumped off for a minute. So I want you guys to really.
I'm here, man. I'm just setting something up.
Oh, no problem. Do your thing. I know you're doing your thing. So that's what we're giving two sides of selfishness and selflessness. I hope you guys are catching that in the chat room. And I needed to go up to 30. We need 30 people watching. Let's get it up to 30. We got 26 watching. Let's get it up to 30. So there's two sides to this. What's stopping your game is you being selfish And like somebody put, Lucario said, when the other person's selfishness doesn't match your selfishness, which is really good. So there has to be I like that word you used earlier. There has to be a dichotomy to it. And there is a dichotomy to it. But you got to know how to use. First of all, let me emphasize this. You got to make sure that you got to have some kind of degree of selfishness for yourself. But the thing of it is, don't go too far out of balance and you miss the importance of, I want to say it, man, John, I want to say it, but it's too early to say the master key. It's a master key. You know how you want to say it? You know how you want to say it, Red Pill? It's a master key.
Red,
this
yeah.
Gonna put the nail in the coffin for game. Once you share this one piece. This is deep level. There are some deep levels to give and to receive. These nuts are getting it. You see, these nuts is close to it.
That's a New York thing too. That's a New York thing too.
Yeah. Let's share it to our social media, and this panel is fire, right? Speak on that, these nuts. So I want you guys to really catch what we're saying, because you're hearing from a masculine point of view what's the most sinister thing that stops game, and that is people being selfish. But it has to be the right degree of selfishness. New York has taken over. Guess who's coming up? Teach is here. Baby girl, what's going on? Can we hear you?
How you guys doing?
What up? Peace.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
New York is here.
RPC, Jono, LBA. Hi, guys.
What up?
How's it going?
Where'd Oppie? Oppie got scared because I was coming on and he dropped off.
You didn't want that smoke.
Yeah. He hopped off real quick, huh? What's good with you? I appreciate being on the panel with you.
Wait.
I know.
Let me say this first. So guys know this channel, we celebrate men and women.
Mm-hmm.
At no time have you seen me put down a woman.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that we are biologically different. We think differently, but I understand that game is amoral. It works for men and women. So go ahead, Tish. What do you have to say, Tish, about first? Tell them where you're from first. Tell them where you're from, since New York is in the place.
Let me. I got to do it in my nice voice because I don't want RPC be like, yeah, that's why you New York girls.
I was waiting. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, I know, because I'm looking at your face like, yo, so sorry.
Because I didn't know you were from New York. Real talk. From our last comment with each other, that's when I realized. I was like, oh, I didn't know she was from New York. But go ahead. Go. What part of New York you from?
Oh, Brooklyn.
How did I know? But go ahead.
Wait, can you hear the accent? RPC on smart. Listen,
I work in Brooklyn, and I'm around, and I work around a lot of Brooklyn chicks, and I don't know, I just got that vibe. Like Queens, I had that conversation at my job. Queens chicks are not the same as Brooklyn chicks, which are not the same as like Harlem chicks. You know what I mean? Manhattan chicks was not the same as Bronx chicks. It's like a whole different,
whole different vibe with the Bronx. Whole different vibe with the Bronx.
I don't want to offend nobody from the Bronx. I don't even like talking about that.
We don't need you doing that. We don't need you doing that. Don't do that. LDA knows about the Bronx.
And he knows I ain't lying.
So,
word up.
Please break down what we're talking about. One of the most sinister things about the game is selfishness, because you're going to break it. I know you're going to break it down because you're a woman and you're from I wanted to say the South Bronx. You're not from the South Bronx. You're from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's in the house.
BK, let's go.
Brooklyn.
Okay,
go ahead, break it down.
But in all seriousness, I didn't catch what everybody said on the panel, but from me speaking as far as selfishness, it's interesting because one of my brothers, he's 34. I was having a conversation about him with that this morning. And for me, it's like when I do for people, I really don't expect anything in return. I believe like if it's genuine and it's from your heart, that you're not even looking for anything in return. because returns actually happens without you even knowing that it's going to happen. You get your blessings like that.
Mhm.
I don't keep like scorecards, like even with my siblings, because we were talking about that this morning. Like, you did this for me then, I need you to do this for me now, blah, 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 stuff like that. Nah, I don't even remember sometimes half of the things that I do for people. I'm just like, wow, some of my friends might remind me, like, I'm doing this because you did such and such before. I said, oh, I didn't even remember about that, but thank you, you know?
Mhm.
So as far as give and take in relationships, I think it just should, for me, go with the flow. You're with your partner, you're invested in your partner. Give and take. It's the obvious that's going to keep things growing. It's like watering flowers. How do you expect it to grow if you're not invested in watering it? So that's how I view relationships, especially from being in a relationship for 17 years. I could see where certain downfalls went, where I was wrong from being like immature in my 20s and overreacting about stuff, moving forward in life. I don't do things like that. I don't handle stuff like that. So it's like, as far as give and take, it doesn't have to be with money. You could do basic gestures to show your partner, I see that you're here. You're here for me. This is my gratitude to you. I think a lot of people think gratitude, is like gratefulness. You should start your day off with gratitude. I do that as far as meditation every day. It's a form of showing your appreciation. I'm thankful that I'm here another day to live life, another day. That's my gratitude when I start my meditation off like that. I always start off my day with gratitude. And I see how my day will flow when I do that. So I approach almost everything in life like that. And that's like a lesson that my grandmother taught me when I was younger. Nobody don't owe you anything. If you give, you're going to receive in abundance without you even knowing when you're going to receive. And I've always been blessed like that. That's how I view things.
Don't you find it very interesting how we're trying to get all the examples of selfishness and we keep seeing examples of selflessness? Right. It's because it's more abundant in this group and we all resonate with selflessness first.
Let me pivot a little bit as far as like selfishness and giving, because earlier I said that I'm a giver. And with that being said, I had to learn how to be a receiver.
You
right?
Stop. That's the facts. My grandfather.
From the break. Okay.
Did we not say that this week on the LDA thinking class? You did not hear anything that we said. We said that very thing right there.
That was really. That was Wednesday.
Come on. Go ahead, man. Shout out. Hold up. One more thing. Salute to DMX. He's passed on. Rest in peace.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Passed,
Rest in peace.
It was just on the news.
Rest in peace, DMX. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
DMX. Shout out.
I do the legend, man.
Rhode Island?
Nah, he was from what do you call
Yonkers.
that? Yonkers, exactly. I was about to say Staten Island. Yeah, Yonkers, man.
Shout out. Rest in peace to DMX.
Damn. That dude had he was tormented.
It hits hard for me.
Man.
Around my age.
Yeah, exactly, man. Damn. Yeah. What I was gonna say was me saying that I'm a giver, I have to learn to be a receiver. And what I mean by that is I remember talking to one of my friends about, like, damn, like, I'll be doing XYZ, not even for friends, but like I'm just how do I present it to my friend? I said, I'm meeting a lot of women who just take, and they really don't give. Now, this is after my long-term relationship. He said, the problem is you don't know how to receive. I'm like, what you mean? I was like, what you mean by that? He's like, well, from when because I know my circle of friends I've known since I was like 11, 12 years old. So he was like, yeah, from what I remember about you, every time, you tell me a chick bought this for you or they want to do that for you, be like, nah, I'm good. Nah, you don't got to get that to me. So he's like, yo, so what do you expect to attract? If you're a giver, you're supposed to attract takers. So if you don't even know how to receive, how are you going to if you don't know how to receive, how are you going to even attract a giver? I said, oh shit. You have to sit down and think about that. Like, because let me back up. Like, the reason why I was a bad receiver is because before I would feel like if somebody gave me something that I would owe them. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like I kept the scorecard on debt. But when I did something for someone else, I didn't keep a scorecard. Like Tisha said, like I would just do it and not even think about it, just move on. But when somebody would do something for me, that shit would be in my brain. Like, yo, so and so did that for you. You got to do something for him now. You got to pay him back. But now I look at it like another thing, like Tisha said, like when you do something for someone, it comes back to you in abundance, and you don't know when it's coming back. The same way where when somebody's offering you something, now I don't look at it like I owe that person. I more so pay it forward to someone else. You know what I mean? So when someone does something good for me, that actually benefits somebody else in the future. Not to say that I wouldn't do it, but it adds to that energy of paying it forward, man. Learning how to receive it. And guys, man, guys out there who decline when a woman says, "Hey, I want to cook you some dinner." This, that. No, I'm good. I can cook for myself. I'm a grown ass man. Or when a chick be like, like me, I'll give you a perfect example. The reason why, one of the main reasons why I got with my long-term relationship when I did was because back to selfishness and unselfishness. Long story short, I couldn't afford my summer classes, and I told her that because I couldn't afford it, I'll just move back to New York for the summer and then come back for regular semester. I just want to take summer classes. Mind you, this woman wasn't even my girl yet. We had just been dealing with each other for like 3 months. Long story short, she was like, "Nah, I'll just pay for the summer semester for your summer sessions." I'm like, "Nah." Me not knowing how to receive, me not wanting to be in debt to anyone. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'll just take that extra 3 courses. I'll just take that at the end of my I'll just graduate later, take it later on. She was like, "Nah, man, I'll just pay it now." This and that. I was like, "Look, man, if you pay that off, I'm not paying you back." I thought that right there would make her go away. I'm like, "Look, I'm not paying you back. I have no way to pay you back, so don't do it." Her response was, "Well, look, I already know your social security number. I can go to the bursar's office tomorrow and pay it myself. So either I give you the money and you do it yourself, or I'll go to the bursar's office and pay for it myself." At that moment, I had realized that act that she was trying to do did not benefit her in no way, shape, or form. You understand what I'm saying?
It was unconditional.
It was unconditional. And that's one of the main reasons why I actually wanted to get with her. So ladies, that's game in itself. You ladies sometimes have to learn how to be more unselfish. But the problem is I'll say that to a woman or women, and they'll come back to me and say, "Well, I did that before to this guy. He used me, he abused me." It's like, yeah, you didn't vet him right. To be honest, I understand why, or the action of when women used to bring men to their fathers for them to see, to vet, to see, because I truly believe a man recognizes a man. A man knows a man. So a woman could be all googly eyed and and programmed by the dude, lusting the dude, and it takes the man to be like, "Yo, hold on, what dude say to you?"
He want to recognize game in him. That's
exactly. He'll put you on. Go ahead.
Let me do this. I'm gonna drop the music. We're gonna have a minute for silence for DMX. All right, we're back. One of the things I know is sort of off topic. What we do here is we know how to honor other people, and this might seem like we're doing a sidetrack what we're saying, but we have to honor those who contribute to society and to culture. Mm-hmm. So you might think it's strange. Why would we do this on a dating show? What we do here, but to honor someone else. We did a moment of silence for DMX. Why would we do that? That's what men do. Yeah. That's what men do. Shout out to Dr. Cooper.
He's a lateral peer. We have to honor him. He's a lateral peer.
Hey, LDA, just to turn back onto the topic real quick on selfishness, and we talk about men being men and all that. What I want to emphasize, which is what I said on the last panel with Afi, is that speaking on selfishness, dudes are selfish with their compliments to their own friends in their circle. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't we just talk about that yesterday?
That was
You know what I'm
yesterday.
saying?
We
Yo.
just talked about that yesterday. I think you might be in the spirit on the Lord's Day. I might have to change my church.
Now, what I mean by that, for just let me just unpack it just a little bit. What I said in the other panel was, when me and my friends, when we bring a chick into the circle, like we introduce a chick into the circle. Okay, let's say I bring a chick into the circle. Hey, this is Lisa, da da da. This is some B. This is E. This is da 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 da. What'll happen is, they'll greet them, say, hey, how you doing, Lisa? What's up? That's and then me and my friends will start having a conversation, and I know my friends, and they'll purposely have a conversation like, oh, so your RPC, yo, so what's good with your business in Colombia, man? How that shit popping off? Word, so you got the contract signed? Oh, all right, so when you flying back out there? Oh, that's what's up. All right, how long you gonna be? You staying 2 weeks like last time, or you gonna? So he's not talking to her, he's talking to me, but she's ear hustling. What? He got a business in Colombia? He never told me he had a business. What? I wonder what he does. And basically what I'm saying is, when they have a conversation about me, they're having conversations that put me in a good light. Or if they want to get direct, how they used to do when I was younger, before I had all these business and adult things, they would say something like, hey, this my friend Lisa, this and that, third. They'd be like, oh, Lisa, you know RPC? This dude RPC? Oh man, this dude RPC, he da 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 and da da da. You know you're lucky to be here, right? Listen, girl, don't fuck this up, all right? And when they say stuff like that, it'll throw the chick off guard, but she'll be listening. They're like, yo, hold on, why did they big him up? Like, this guy, he's 6'4", he's 300, he's 6'4", 270, and he's bigging up RPC. This guy, I think he's a doctor, right? And he's over here bigging up RPC. RPC is just and now they intrigued. Like, yo, why are these other men bigging up this guy, as opposed to in other groups of men or males? They'd be like, who, RPC? That's the guy who used to pick his nose in high school, man. Who? So he was a nerd. Like, yo, why are you doing all that when Shorty come around? Why are you trying to put me down with Shorty around? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
and so, Tish, what do you think about when you see other men compliment men? Because I want guys to hear this. I want to be what you said. I want it to be like, what do you think?
Before I touch on that, I just wanted to say with what RPC also said with like, you pretty much are what you attract, and you are the company that you keep around you as well. So with his guys always, talking good points about him, I think they know what they're doing while the girl is around there. They're like, I knew him for this long. He's a good guy. That's kind of what they're saying. So that goes into the compliment things. When a man could compliment another man, or on, let's say, his achievements, even his downfalls, to show him the way up. I'll talk about that after, but to just, compliment one another, that shows character of a true man. That shows to me a strong man.
Thank you. Thank you. Say that again. Repeat that shit.
I'm so serious right now because I'm feeling it with me even saying it. Like, that is a strong man. He is confident within himself. He's confident with his brother. Even if his friend is not on the level that he needs to be, I'm sure he's that dude that's boosting him up also, helping him with that. So that's where I say, even if he's not where he's at, and his friend still has that integrity of still, I know you're not where you at, but I see you did this different and it's getting you up to another level. Guys like that, you want around you. You want them to be your friends. I see that with LDA and Jono. Yeah. If y'all haven't seen that, this whole new setup with the studio, Jono helped LDA with that. You always hear him talking these technical terms. I don't know if LDA knew it before, but you can tell. Tell that's a.
It's funny you say that because we used to work in New York on Broadway, and so that's where you see so some things. It's like he's doing a hard reset for me to remind me, hey, bro, you know what to do. Do this, do that. So yeah, that's what you hear.
It wouldn't be right for me to sit here. It wouldn't be right for me to sit here, have all this technology in front of me, and don't pour it into my brother.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to sit up here, look like I got the best stream, the best lights, the best camera, the best sound, everything. Like, no, I want you to have it too. There's no limit to the kingdom. Everybody can have it, and I'll show you because I think you deserve it.
Hey, Jono, when it comes to real quick. real quick, Tisha.
Hold on, real quick. I was just gonna say that's very attractive. Looking at both of y'all on the screen side by side, always helping each other day to day. Very attractive to the viewers. Go ahead, RPC.
Now, real quick, I was gonna say when it comes to my circle of friends, I've always adopted the mentality of you're only as strong as your weakest link. You know what I mean? So if I'm looking at my circle of friends and I see my dude lacking a little bit and I got it, I'm not even gonna think about it. You got mine is yours. That's not even like I have such a high level of respect for my circle of friends that like I know like my one friend, my closest friend, I know him since I was 9. Even when I go to his house, I don't even necessarily just go in his fridge. I'll still be like, yo, you mind if I grab something from the fridge? He'd be like, yo, come on, man, just grab this shit, man. I'm like, nah, I ain't just gonna go in your fridge, man. But I'm just saying, just to emphasize again, like
have manners and respect.
I have a level of respect, even though that's my man since the sandbox. You know what I mean? Whereas dudes, they get older and they feel like they have a little bit more money now, and their friend might not be making as much. Oh, you only make such and such. You can't talk to me this way, or I'll drive a Benz. You only driving a Accord, and nah, B, like none of my physical, tangible things that I have in life. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't equate my value. That doesn't determine how much of a friend that I'm gonna be to my man, depending on how much money he has in his bank account, what kind of car he drives. Like I don't give a f about that. What's your character like? Do you have integrity? What are your morals for? You know what I'm saying? And that's where and how truthful are you to yourself? You know what I mean? That's another thing people need to start evaluating in the people in their circle. Are they able to be truthful with themselves? Because I know people who are not truthful with themselves. And me being the person that I am, my tagline is point out the lie. Like I have such a small circle because I'm constantly telling the truth. I'm at a point now where I'm asking people I've known for years, decades, like, yo, when have I lied to you? Yo, when have I told you something that wasn't true? So that, cause I'm about to hit 40, I'm at a point now where I'm collecting equity now. Mm-hmm. Now I'm at a point now I'm like, yo, if I never lied to you, I never steered you in the wrong way, why do you still question me till this day? Where if another dude in the white coat goes on TV and says XYZ, you believe him like that. But you know him for 20 years and you question where I get my information from. Like, come on.
That's why it's so important. Go ahead, Tish.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, LDA. I'll wait.
So that's why it's so important that over here you see a different side of the game that's elevated. You're seeing it not just in word, but you're also seeing in deed. We have no problem complimenting another individual. I have no problem shutting out the women inside of the chat room. I have no problem shouting out if I say Ron Wills, I have no problem saying shout out to Kevin Samuels. I have shout out to anyone. You know why? It doesn't take away from who I am exactly as a man. A real man has no problem complimenting another man. Exactly. Because he realized that competition is not with the other man. The competition is always with himself.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Tish. Go ahead.
You heard what you just said, LDA. That's something a guy that wanted to talk to me. I spoke to him about that the other day. Like, I'm not concerned about your income, what you drive. I'm sorry, I laid it out on the table. I wasn't called aggressive this time. He was happy that I was very upfront. Nah, because last time anyway, that's another story. Anyway. So this guy is like, okay, I can see you a manly man. You can handle a female being upfront. And his attitude was like, he don't get that from females. They always like beat around the bush with stuff. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'm an upfront person and I expect the same in return. Will I get it? I don't know. But it's like, excuse me, the whole integrity part, that's how I approach situations. I'm not concerned about what you make, what you drive. I'm sure you have your source of income because I'm always in competition with myself and trying to elevate myself, that I don't have time to worry about how much is he making more than me. I'm not in competition with the man, let's say. That's not my job. I'm trying to be a partner with the man right now. Even before in my past marriage, I wasn't even in a competition with my husband. Same thing, give and take. It wasn't, oh wow, you make $50,000 more than me or something like that. I don't have time for that. That's exhausting. Mm-hmm. So when you're vetting someone, you need to look at their character, strip away all those materialistic things, and in your mind have them naked, looking at their character. And that's what I'm doing right now. Where will this go? Who knows? I don't know. But I'm looking.
You heard it from the woman's mouth. We're three men, Brooklyn, Long Island, and I'm Cleveland. You heard it from Brooklyn expressed to you, a woman. She a woman. You gotta check her IG. She a woman.
I'll pick that up, LDA. Okay, I got you. I'm about to check the IG out.
The reason
I'm gonna check later.
Yeah.
Y'all silly.
The reason why I'm saying that because I think a lot of times guys only hear game only from guys, and they don't hear the other side of the game from a woman. You can't. How can I say, man? You can't tell me how to make Kool-Aid if you ain't made Kool-Aid before. How can you tell me how to make Kool-Aid? Because we're gonna go about the right utensils and stir it up and all that, but you know what I'm saying. You get my point. You need the other side to hear what women are saying. They ain't all wrong, and you ain't all right.
But the problem, LDA, the problem with them getting game from women about the game is that a lot of these dudes can't talk to a female without wanting the box. Like I can have a conversation with a female and it has nothing to do with the box. Like I'm not even trying to get the box. That way I can get information. Another thing is, LDA, the reason why they can't get game from females is because a lot of these dudes are too judgmental. They judging the chick from what she says. Like, you might have a chick that might be like, yeah, you know, I'm cool with threesomes. You know what I'm saying? If my man, guy might be, my God, you want a threesome? Oh my God, you're such a whore. Nah, like we living in a different generation. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not even saying that you have to agree with her lifestyle, but what I'm saying is when she tells you that, you can't react. Your face can't react. You may not say nothing, but your eyes might be like, now she's retracting what she was ready to. The rest of the stuff she's ready to tell you. She's like, oh no, he just judged me. Oh, no, I ain't gonna tell him I just had a threesome just 2 hours ago if he reacted that way. You know what I'm saying? So now she's gonna be holding back. Yeah, whereas if you have a poker face,
you went to LDA after dark.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too deep into that. I forgot what time it is.
No, well, it's Friday. It's Friday. You know, Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
You know, this speaking class. You know, we have bow ties and caviar and Don Perignon.
Please, LDA know he be turning up on Fridays on here. Stop it.
Yeah, but we got to dip a little bit into the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dudes really be thinking that this reality is like fairy tales, man. They really be especially these young cats. I met a lot of young dudes that really be thinking like if a chick likes them, that she's gonna tell him, I like you. If a chick wants to smash him, she's gonna say, I want to smash you. Come over. No, bro. Y'all dudes gotta learn. You dudes have to learn how to read between the lines. For example, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you where I when I was younger and I completely missed reading between the line. Right. Long story short, I'm taking these summer classes. Right. Not the same summer class that my ex paid for. Summer before that.
You sure it's not the same one?
I'm positive because I'm positive. I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive. Anyway, I got so excited. Anyway. Met this chick in my summer class who didn't go to my school. Nice red bone, long hair, nice. Anyway, I was so focused into like getting an A in the class that I didn't realize what the F was going on. So anyway, she says to me, "Hey, you seem pretty good in this class. Like, you mind if we study together?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool. Yeah, no problem. All right, we can study this and that third." I'm not even done yet. She's like, "Yeah, let's go study in your dorm room. You got any roommates?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a roommate, but he's in class till this time, whatever time." So long story short, in my mind, I'm like, "Yo, this bitch is like a duck, like a duck." Excuse me, this chick, this woman is like a dunce. Like she probably gonna hold me back from my studies. Nah, I'm just gonna leave her alone. When looking back, she didn't want to study nothing. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to study anatomy, but anatomy wasn't the class that we were taking together. You know what I mean? So, fellas, you gotta learn how to read between the lines. Is basically what I'm saying, man.
we try to refrain from using.
Yeah. I gotta remember where I'm at. Yeah, we're in the chat. We're in the chats.
We're in the chat. In the thinking class.
Yeah, thinking class. My bad.
Just like men think and behave the same. What works for one, what may not work for others. That's very true, right there, Dr. Cooper. You guys, we speak in true savage language. I already know. We ain't gonna talk about that. We're not going to the dark side, True Savage. Y'all, I'm about to put my church music back. Dudes think women are like porn. Get her mind first. Okay, see, y'all want to go. Stop it.
See, my bad. I said, let me close that box up. My bad. Let me close that box up. We ain't talking about that no more. You gotta wait for LDA after dark, man.
We got Tish on the line. We got Tish right here. We got to, we don't.
LDA, you could go back to the comment with the mystery with what Dr. Cooper said.
Okay. Maturity doesn't take much. The mystery of a woman is all in the discovery of the woman or the man. Let time tell.
That's fact.
Yeah, that's fact.
Go ahead and talk about it.
No, I like what she said there, especially with the maturity, because you can have a mature man. Let's say I'm early 40s, right? So I've dated guys my age, and they are, some of them still beyond immature. So it makes you want to not think about the numbers, because I've also dated guys younger than me, and they seem more mature than the guys that are my age, and I'm like, what's going on here? So she's absolutely right with the maturity part. It's not in the age like of the number and so forth. It's in that person's character.
And what they've experienced. Time don't really teach everybody everything.
Yeah, and what they've experienced. That's another thing. Yeah.
It's about what you've been through and what your experiences actually grew you in those situations.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Everybody doesn't learn at the same pace. Everybody doesn't go through life at the same pace.
Exactly. So it is truth with the experiences also that you've been through. So even with me, like being married for as long as I was married for, over a decade, almost 20 years in a relationship with the same person, it has taught me a lot. I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? It's not something that I say, oh my God, I was married. This was the most miserable. Nah, you don't understand how many lessons my mother couldn't tell me that I've learned. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm very, very thankful. So.
Hey, real quick, what I want to ask everybody on the chat, because this is something that an old head told me when I was younger, not even younger, I would say about 10 years ago, that I didn't get, but I'm definitely on it now. And what he told me was, he was like, yo, listen, man, less is more. I was like, less is more. He's like, yeah, man, say less, you'll get more. I'm like, what? So I say that to say, the older that I've gotten, the less that I need to say. Like, I'm not a chatty patty. I'm not going to be talking a chick ear off. I might ask an open-ended question and let her talk. And that's another thing that we emphasize too, is that guys need to learn how to listen, because you'll get way more from listening to a woman or people in general than you chatting up yourself. What they say, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth so that you can listen twice as much as you speak. And I get that now. So what do you guys think about that saying, less is more?
It's not the
less
length
you
of
say,
what
the more you get.
It's not about the length of what you say. It's the strength. It's the strength of what you say.
Yeah. It's the strength.
Wait a minute. Y'all, did y'all go to LD After Dark, or what y'all talking about here?
No.
The length of your conversation. The length of your
we talking about conversation, not you know what I mean?
Speak less, make sure your words count. That's why you just said you're not chatty patty,
LDA
because you want to
like
get out there.
Self after dark. LDA went into after LDA dark.
Word. And it applies after dark too. The length, the strength is more important than the.
Hey, yo, fellas.
Jonos.
I think what I'm emphasizing is, fellas, you have to mean what you say and say what you mean. You don't need fillers. Like I said before in another chat or whatever, I was like, yo, there's no such thing as uncomfortable silence with me. Dudes will have a conversation with a chick and they'll say, oh, there was some uncomfortable silence. I wanted to break the silence. Nah, me personally, I look at it like, no, let that chick think. Let her absorb what the hell I just said right now. Because sometimes you have to, well, let me speak for myself. Sometimes I have to allow people time to process what the hell I just said. You don't have to run people over, like, you know what I mean? So, but people feel the need to run people over or to fill in that awkward silence, whatever it may be, because
every statement requires an answer. It doesn't require an answer.
It doesn't, and that's because they're not confident in what they're saying.
Let me get a shout out to the birthday. My birthday is next week, April 16th. You'll be 49. I also know this. You have to allow people true character eventually reveal itself. Let me get this right here. And see you tomorrow, Dr. Cooper. I'll be doing dialogues and conversation with her tomorrow at 7 Eastern Standard Time on her channel. We're going to go in. So I want you guys shout out to her, to Dr. Constant Cooper. So yes, so you guys, you see, I trying to start this LDA.
LDA and the guys on the panel. I just wanted to ask you guys one thing with that, with what with RPT, what you was just saying. Do you guys also watch females' body language? Like with me, with guys, listen to me when I do. I'm so serious right now. I zone a guy out. I zone you out when you're talking, okay? And I'm looking at your body language. I love doing that. Looking at body language tells you a lot.
my quick and dirty answer. My quick and dirty answer to that is that's how I perceive women communicating to me, is through their nonverbal communication. Yes, I'm listening to what they're saying, because even when I said in other panel, like dudes be asking, well, how do you what's the first thing you say to a girl? I said, yo, I don't have no canned lines. I said I can say something as simple as, wow, hey, good morning. It's a beautiful day today, ain't it? And just as soon as she look at me, she could look at me just dead in my eye and look away. She could look me up and down before she answer. She could look at me, have a smirk. Like I'm only saying what I said to see her body react to me. You understand? And then that will determine the type how much I'm going to continue the conversation, what I'll say next, so on and so forth. With dudes, like I'm from New York. We from New York. You know, dudes will talk to a chick. The chick will give them a straight, like, yo, I'm not interested. And dude's still going like, no, yo, man, nah.
Still going at it. Yeah.
It's like, fam, if you didn't get the body language, she verbally said it to you also. You know what I mean? Like I heard somebody else say it, I think it was King Dre or somebody else. They said, like, when they talking to a chick, and me personally, when I'm talking to a chick, if I feel the vibe is not there, no, it's King Richards. Shout out to King Richards in the UK. I'm just like him. If I'm talking to a chick and the vibe is not there, I will cut it off right there. But that's when I was younger. Now I don't talk to a chick where, again, I have an expectation. I'm gonna finish the conversation, but at the end of the conversation, I'm gonna tell myself, yeah, she didn't win another conversation with me. Oh nah, yeah, this is probably our person, our last conversation. So again, dudes need to stop having expectations when they speak to women, and also stop having expectations. Basically, what I'm saying, man.
And I also
read body language.
Eye contact is key. If a dude can't look me in my eye, keep it moving. You ain't getting a number.
I agree. You could have to sign up here.
Like I zone them out. Eye contact. Listen.
My eyes are a dead giveaway. If you want to know exactly what I'm thinking, you can just look at what I'm look at my eyes. I'm like, okay, this either ain't going nowhere or what's going on here.
Like, hey, sometimes that's how I communicate. You know, in intimate moments, I'll be with a chick and I'll just look at her and I'll say what I want in my head, and in my mind, I'm just like, yeah, you got read my mind. And if you got to know, your eyes are the windows to your soul. So if you're in tune with yourself, you actually can't communicate with just your eyes.
Yep. Yeah, that's a fact.
But that's what so that's what I be saying when dudes start talking to a chick. What I be telling them is you have to check your energy. What I mean by that is if you're nervous, regardless of what you say, she gonna feel that because you may be giving off nervous tics that you may not even be aware of. Something as simple as you talking to a chick. Yo, dude, both your hands is in your pockets. Your hands is in your pockets. Like really? And like teacher said, like you talking to a chick and you, how's your day today? And I saw you walking down the street and
RPT,
you can't even look her in the eye.
Do that again. You're not getting my number.
You know what I'm saying? And they wondering why they didn't get the number. You know what I'm saying? Nah. What I like to do is I like to like look through a chick. I just said the eyes are the windows to the soul. So fam, when I'm looking in a chick's eyes, I'm actually looking in her eyes. And I could tell that it might make her a little uncomfortable. Like, yo, this dude is, it's not that I'm undressing her, but she could tell that I see her. F all this mask you got on, the makeup you got on, the hair, I see past all that. What I tell chicks eventually in the conversation, like, I see the little girl in you. That's the real you. I'm lying.
Oh my goodness.
So it's funny. Now let me say this. If you're watching this, you should know every day we give away body language all the time. Everything. I just did it while y'all was talking. So while y'all were talking about it, I was giving away the body language. So yes, the eye contact is very important. The body language. And I think your question is you asked, do guys look at body language? I read it like I'm reading the Bible. I can read it. I know it from Genesis to Revelations. So you tell me anything, I'm right there in the book of Matthew. When you finish that, then the next thing you know, you're in the book of Peter.
I
didn't catch it, but
Now I listen to body language over the verbal communication.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
you gotta listen to that body language, man. Like so a chick draped all over you, talking about no, I got a boyfriend. I don't know if I can do that.
Then why you touching me?
Yeah, then why you touching me for? You know what I'm saying?
Don't touch your boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I go off the body language. F that, man.
Yeah, that's
body language.
Cause I feel like, I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me if I'm wrong, Tisha. Like when it comes to body language, like when you really like a dude, it's not as easy to control your body language. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're maybe even when you were younger, it's even harder to control your body language. Like as far as like if you really like the dude, do you see yourself like touching the guy like, yo, stop playing and like you so funny and like doing things like that?
You know what's so funny? My laugh. If I don't laugh with you, you know I don't like you. I don't even want to talk to you, to be honest. If you don't get a smirk, a blush or something like that, my blush will give it away.
Right.
And then you'll get a laugh.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. You just gave the final thing I was going to talk about. Why the game is not working for you is because most of you, we talked about it before in here, you do not have a freaking sense of humor. Got to be able to make
that's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
That's why your game ain't working because you.
That's
you
true.
Like, hello,
you're too serious. You too alpha. Yeah. I'm an alpha man. I gotta be serious. I don't laugh. I don't smile. Like yo, bro. You're a block, bro. You're a block. You gotta flow like water, family. Yeah, effing block.
You gotta. You know he just gave you the clue right there. You got to get them to what? Laugh. Exactly. We talked about it before in the thinking class.
LDA, I even said it too. What I said, even when I say something as simple as, hey, good morning, it's a beautiful day today, right? I said, I look to see if she even smirks. A smirk is good enough for me. Like, once I see that, I'm like, all right, she cracked the door open for me. All right, boom, I'm gonna keep going. And the thing is, like I decide whether or not I want the conversation to be serious. But most times, I like the conversation to be lighthearted. You know what I mean? Like another. This might be a side note. Me and LDA spoke about this. But dudes have to learn how to be people watchers, man. I mean, you could have you want to talk about, I don't know what to talk about. You can talk about the people around you. Like, yo, you think them two people over there, the boyfriend, girlfriend? Nah, I don't know, man. The way she just, oh shit, why she push him like that for? Would you ever push your dude like that before? Now you got a conversation, you talking, it's lighthearted, nothing serious. I mean, learn to use the environment around you.
That's something you say that when I lived in New York, I know what time it is. Wow. When I lived in New York, I would go to Bryant Park. Anybody know where New Yorkers know where Bryant Park is? I would go to Bryant Park. That's near Fashion, where they do the fashion things. And I would sit there.
The Fashion District, yeah.
Fashion District. And I would go there and watch the people eat and conversate, kiss, and do all kind of stuff. And I would just watch. That right there taught me so much about human interaction. And I think a lot of times, and like you said, if you were on a date, which I don't like dates, word date,
right?
If you're on a date, that's a good opener to begin to talk about your environment around you. Do you see that old man feeding them pigeons? Oh my God, look at his hat. It matches with his shoes. I can't believe that. You guys got to know how to, the game is not hard. It's been simple. But when people try to explain it, they make it difficult so that you don't get it. If you understand that anything that we talked about here today, why the game isn't working for you, getting bonus. You got Brooklyn, you got Brooklyn and Long Island in the house. New York has took over.
Okay. Can I just say something on the environment, what you just spoke about? When guys are picking out a first date, I think open spaces and certain activities you could interact with each other takes off that nervousness of the first date, first meeting. That's to me, like one of the best kind of dates you could be on. Let's just go for a walk in the park, talk, and things like that. It makes a person feel more comfortable versus I need this dinner. I got to go out and eat, stuff my face a bit.
It's like you're on common ground and an even temperature for getting the words together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like don't ever go to the movies because you can't talk, you can't interact.
Yeah,
You'll
exactly.
get stuck wondering who this person is at the end of the day. You wish you never showed up when you find out later.
I like to feel energy on the first date, and I can tell already if there's going to be a second date or not by the energy from the person. You know, like I'm not going to do this if it's no good energy, the good vibe going. Then we could just say, okay, I'll talk to you. I may not call you, but thanks.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Hey, but what you said earlier, you ain't slick. I heard you put that in there. You said he ain't getting none. I heard that.
Oh boy.
Hey, Tisha.
I hear
Tisha.
I hear
Tisha, what you think about this? Like, for first dates, I used to like, I do the walk in the park, you know what I'm saying, coffee shop and all that. But what do you also think about activity dates, whether it be like miniature golf, whether it be like bowling, but basically an activity that the two of you are doing together, maybe even competing against each other.
I actually like stuff like that. I spoke about that on Alfie's show before. He asked the same thing with like miniature golf and stuff. I like activities like that. That keeps the fun. That also tests me to see if you can be fun and how you can loosen up and have fun. That's something I like with those kind of interactive activities, not to be so much competing. Like, let's say bowling. I love bowling. That would be a first date type of thing for me too. That's fun because I want to see if when you hit that, all the pins fall, you're gonna like cheer and feel like yes, you know what I mean. And I want to see your interaction when you win. That's another thing because you're winning in this game.
You want to see how you react when he throws a gutter ball too, right?
Hold on.
Yes. It'll show like when you're winning in life, what that reaction is going to be, the enthusiasm behind that too. So that reaction has, I just like watching. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Stop. Put the brakes on. You just said something. Let me cut the music. Hold on. Y'all better catch this. I need y'all to put a 1 in the sign. Did you catch what Tish just said? Put a 1 in the sign. Something just, I heard it. It was like when she was driving down, going to George Washington Bridge, and I don't think y'all caught it. He was on George Washington Bridge. Put a 1 in the chat room because we are past our time and we are like 21 people in here. Put a 1 in the chat room because she said something that's key. I got to put the brakes on. I had to stop the music, and I got this. We got to get off. We got to get off George Washington Bridge. You got to pay your toll. You got to pay that toll. When you go into Jersey. But y'all got to say it. Put a 1 in the chat room. Seriously, she just said something.
Hey, LDA, while they're putting the 1s, I just say through my experience, I noticed the difference between when I took a chick on a activity date versus just us sitting at a table talking. There's a whole different energy and vibe. You know what I mean? It almost brings like the kid out of them. You know what I mean? Like, do something fun. But a lot of dudes are, again, they're so alpha and we can't laugh. I can't do nothing fun. Either you're doing with me or you're not. You do what I say. Nah, man. Take it back to a little childhood. Go ahead.
All right, let me drop this. Let me drop what she said. She said, I like to see how he reacts when he wins. Put that in the chat room. I like to see how he reacts when he wins. Let me say that again. I like to see how he reacts when he wins. We're in the thinking class now. We still having fun. It's light because it's Friday. You can throw paper and all that kind of stuff. I like to see how he reacts when he wins. I know I'm because y'all got to catch where we going. Come on, receive. Open to receive what she just said. I like to see how he reacts when he wins. Do you understand the even deeper part of that? A woman always wants to see the winner inside of a man, even if he's kicking the ball across the field. She feel the winner in you as a man. Please get this game. Please. She said, I like to see how he reacts when he wins. A woman needs to see the winner inside of you, brother. I'm talking to you. She needs to see the winner inside of you, even if it's on a minuscule measure. Y'all better get this game.
Mm-hmm.
You better
LD,
hold on. You better get this game because it's so important. Because I think guys gonna run right past the stop sign, being George Washington, then they in T-Neck. Is that right, T-Neck? Then they over here. Then they
Fort Lee. They in Fort Lee.
Fort Lee. Then they over there. They gonna miss this. Get this crucial part. She needs to see you win.
I want to add a caveat. To that. I just want to add a caveat to that. Women are always observing you. Okay.
Always.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know how many times I done dealt with a chick and they be like, yeah, I remember I used to see you walking in class through the courtyard. I'm looking like, what? Yeah, you used to always walk with the such and such bag. You used to always go through this way. I'm looking like
the details.
Yeah. I mean, she was watching me. You know what I'm saying? Not on some stalkish, nothing like that. But what I'm saying is not even when you're not dealing with a chick, even especially when you're dealing with a chick, she's observing the way you talk to the valet dude. She's observing the way you treat the doorman. You know what I'm saying? She's observing everything you're doing, but you're not realizing that, man.
Just too much.
My bad.
We gone past the time. It's 1:54. I can't believe this.
We never even told him the master key.
We never told him the master key. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Women want to see their men win. Oh my. And they pay attention to what? The details. Let me say, I want to see him win. I want to see him win and lose. Both ways, and who he really is got to have excellent day.
Exactly. That's what I want to point out. See, Tisha wants to see when he gets a strike. She wants to see him get a strike in bowling and see how he reacts to that. But she also wants to see how he reacts when he hits a gutter ball. Because some dudes get in their feelings, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, this game is cheating. No, there's something wrong with the ball, man. Like, nah, my hand slipped, my bad, man. Me, if I throw a gutter ball, I'm laughing like, oh shit. Like, I'll probably look at Tisha like, yo, I bet you can't do better than that. Huh?
Exactly.
I want to see what your comeback gonna be. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Nothing serious, man.
Comeback on PC. What's your comeback gonna be on PC on that?
On that, it's gonna be a strike. The next one's gonna be a strike, and everyone after that's gonna be a strike. That's my mentality.
That's another thing. You got back up.
Where else are you gonna get this type of game for sure, for real? Where else are you gonna get this kind of this is unlocked? We didn't even get the master key yet. Can we get the master key now? I think it's time.
It's time.
Let's get back to the thought. Let's get back to the thought about giving, right? Giving is a whole platform on how you will receive an expectation and everything like that. We talked about that already, right? But there's one more thing you get when you give. And what people don't realize it, when they give, they now have determined a certain level of control over the situation and the person they gave it to. And the person who gives first controls the situation every time.
Hold on. Don't they might have went too fast. You in Lincoln Tunnel right now. Hold on.
I like that.
Lincoln Tunnel right quick.
Nah, let Jono close it out with that because that was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring it back at the Lincoln Tunnel. Hold on. I need a 2 in the before you go, Jono. I need a 2 in the chat room. Y'all ready for what's about to be said? Because he's in the Lincoln Tunnel. He's coming up. I think you on the New York side or the Jersey side?
I'm in Jersey right now.
Jersey side.
See, I got a house in Brooklyn and I got a view of Brooklyn. See, it's a big difference.
So please get what he's about to say. Say that slowly for the thinking classes. We gave so much game today, man. This combination is crazy. Go ahead, bro.
Listen, when you give, we said it has to be unconditionally. That's first. We already knew that. It definitely has to have intent. It definitely should not have expectation because you don't know where you're going to get it back. But when you give to a person, give them specifically, wholeheartedly, you actually are in control of the relationship. You're in control of the situation because you set the tone of how things go from that point on. You set the tone. You are in charge. Giving first puts you in control. Now, you're not supposed to use that, abusively, but you are the one in control. Think about it. When you open the door first for that lady, you're giving first. She's now in expectation of your hospitality, and she's going to now set the tone to be nice to you.
That's a fact.
Yep.
That's just one minor example. Okay. The same thing is when it's time to be sitting at the dinner table. Sometimes offering the menu to them means that you're leaning to the fact that you want them to help make a choice. You see what I'm saying? But you're still in control because now they want to ask, what do you want first? See, there's a whole thing about the give and take and staying in control. Now, like I said, you're not using it maliciously,
right?
Or for, as I always say, use your power for good, not evil, right? But you give first so that you can stay in that level of control. And then that way, and set the tone for the rest of the evening. And that works in just about every situation, not just dating. It also works in the professional world. It also works in the family situations, and even in your career. The more you give, you're looking for that promotion. But guess what? Because you gave first, you showed your boss that you can do the job. Then they have no choice but to promote you. You see what I'm saying? But if you were sitting there waiting for the promotion and you never get it, it's because they can't trust you with the work yet because you won't do it yourself.
You ain't show it.
Yeah. Interesting.
So get it from the thinking class. Get this. Let me drop the music again. He or she, because we're using those terms, he or she who gives first controls the relationship. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. I promise you. That. Come out the clouds right quick.
You're going to hear it somewhere else tomorrow. But
yeah.
We heard it first.
We ain't going to talk about that. Jono. Oh, LDA, Jono know about that? Jono know about that?
Yeah, Jono.
That stuff is rampant. That stuff is rampant around here, man. Jono. Jeez, man.
And that's the thing. So wait, it's another caveat to that. Be careful who gives to you first. How can I say it? Because I see it.
Who you allow to give to you first.
Yeah, who you receive from. Who you receive from.
Yep.
Don't receive from just anybody.
Yep.
Not every gift. Yeah. Not every gift to you was meant to be an unconditional gift. Some people try to control you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, sir.
How about put it right now?
You want to go to a car, what you call a car dealership? They're trying to give you first by giving you $1,000 cash back or this. No, that's the bait and switch. They're trying to get you to control you. Oh, that car's sold already, but you came down here. Why don't you look at these other vehicles?
Right, that's the game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Recognize game when you're being sold something. Don't get sold out.
So don't be a sucker in the game.
See, there's that Brooklyn coming out.
Yeah, I was about to say real quick. These dudes, I've told dudes, women have game too. They don't want to believe that. Fellas, just be mindful of being sold a dream, man. Look at her actions and not her words. She might say, yeah, I'm feeling you, I like it, da. But fam, you haven't been able to get her out and go out with you in 2 months. Like, come on, family.
Yeah.
But she'll FaceTime you for 3 hours a day though. F out of here, man.
Absolutely. Being from Brooklyn, I'll say this, and only my Brooklynites are going to understand what I say. Listen, don't get sold that sucker Subway sandwich. Go look for that blimpy hero.
Hold up. Say that again, Jono. Say that again.
Don't get sold that sucker Subway sandwich, okay? Go look for the blimpy hero. They still out there.
Yo, that's real talk? Blimpy still out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is.
I didn't say sandwich. Right? I said hero. If you
yes, sir, hero. I know. I heard that. I'll pick that up. Not a hoagie.
You don't say
not a hoagie.
Submarine. You don't say hoagie. You don't say large sandwich. You don't say 2-footer. You say hero.
Exactly.
With the finger. Do it again, Jono.
Give me that hero. Give me that ham and cheese.
Right.
I love it.